Hi there, I'm Dr. Stethngo, and I'm going to show you how to assemble and use your new stethoscope holder. Before we begin, let's go through our pre-checklist. First things first, make sure you have a Littman cardiology stethoscope. For now, StethngO only fits this type. Second thing is, if you have a two-sided chest piece, just like this one here, you want to make sure you're connected to the larger diaphragm side. All you have to do is put your ear tips in, listen in. If you're connected, you're good to go. If not, all you have to do is turn the stem. Now let's get ready for assembly. Step 1. Insert the end of the stethoscope tube into the groove piece. And make sure your large diaphragm is facing toward the table. In step 2, you're going to take your groove piece and insert it into the triangular area. Now for those who want to carry their stethoscope on the right side, your loop will be oriented toward the left. Now if you want to carry the stethoscope on the left side, you'll need to flip your stethoscope over with the ear tips facing up for this particular stethoscope, and when you fold it into the triangular area, you'll see that the loop's oriented rightward. Now every stethoscope is made differently, so your ear tips direction may be different for yours to create the desired loop. Step 3. Take your back plate and line up the 4 holes with the 4 prongs of the groove piece. To facilitate this, pinch the tubes and push down. Step 4. Take your tube clip and insert it a few inches below the groove piece with the steel head facing toward the table. Lastly, now you can place your StethngO logo sticker on the back plate. You're done with assembly? Now let me show you how StethngO works. Here's your hip clip. The magnet is located in the circular area. A key feature of this hip clip, it's quite flexible. The preferred location to place it is in front of you. I would avoid placing it on the side because your stethoscope has a tendency to catch on things in the hospital. Also, when you sit down, your stethoscope can detach from the hip clip. And because of those reasons, I prefer that you place your hip clip in front of you. I'm going to show you 4 motions that you need to know to optimally use StethngO. The first one I'm going to show you is how to attach your stethoscope to your hip clip. You do that by pincer grasping the tube clip and taking the steel head and directly pushing it into the hip clip. Once you hear the click, you now know your stethoscope is secure. Some of you may have a tendency to slide down into the magnetic portion. You can do that, but it's a little harder, and because of that, I prefer that you directly put it into the hip clip. The second motion that you need to learn how to do is how to detach. You do that by bracing the hip clip with your thumb, putting 2 fingers underneath the tube clip, and pulling upward. That's the only way you detach the stethoscope from your hip clip. This is a nice secure feature of this hip clip. Now for the unfolding and folding of your stethoscope. Rest your stethoscope in your non-dominant hand and use your thumb to brace the groove piece when unfolding your stethoscope. Bracing it with your thumb will minimize the chances of your groove piece from detaching from your back plate. To fold your stethoscope, place the end of the stethoscope tubing and use your non-dominant thumb to push the tubing inside the groove. Make sure that you have the leftward loop, and that's important because I'm carrying the stethoscope on my right side. Once you have that, you can attach it to your hip clip. And as you can see, the leftward loop is important because it's nice and flush against my abdomen. Other key features that you need to know is that when you're sitting down, your stethoscope can rotate horizontally so that it's not bumping into your thigh. And when you're finished with your day, all you have to do is pull out the entire stethoscope with the hip clip and place it in your car or your locker. And when you're ready to begin your day, your hip clip's already attached to your stethoscope, and then you can insert it over your waistband or your belt. And that's how you use StethngO. Trust me, once you get these motions down, StethngO will take care of you and your stethoscope. For questions on assembly and how to use, just email us at stethngo@gmail.com.